How's it going, guys? If you read the title, you would know that this is the 300 subscriber special. My 300 subscribers, second logic, him or her, that person, I don't know the gender. They picked this what if. This is the best I can come up with. So don't bother me, don't make fun of me. And I hope you guys like it. I'd like to ask you to like and subscribe. This is going to be a one-off. Unless it gets popularity, I'm going to if it gets popular, I'll continue it. Okay. We start this what if off with Killua running down a highway carrying Alaka on his back. This is when everything changes. Everything seems different. The city he was running through is completely different. He doesn't even know where he is at this point. The architecture completely changed, and the sunlight changed, and now it's the dead of night. Killua sees a train zipping past on the subway line. However, he sees something flying in the air. We know this is a Nomu. This is the night that Killua was brought here. The Nomu attacks the train, destroying it, and he sees two people run out of the train. Killua is not very sympathetic, so he doesn't go to help the people. However, a Nomu comes for him as well. However, he decides to evade it because he doesn't want to risk fighting while Alaka's on his back from using Godspeed to quickly get away from that situation. He arrives in an alleyway, putting Alaka down. Seeing as the place seems safe enough. However, it's not very safe. He sees a man, he hears a man on the ground, panting for breath, in an alley over. He goes over to see what's happening. He wants to take account of all the possible threats around him. On this ground is Tenya Ida, with the hero killer Stain, his blade piercing Ida's arm. Killua doesn't know what's happening. However, Stain makes his move, thinking that this child's a hero, seeing as how fast he arrived. The hero killer comes at him with a knife, with Killua quickly dodging it and countering the hero killer, sending him into a building. Stain gets up, annoyed and surprised. This person could react to him and even hit him. Ida tells the kid to go away because he's here for revenge. He doesn't need his help. Killua tells him that he doesn't really care. However, he would like to get rid of any threats that threaten his brother or sister, seeing as we don't know Alaka's gender. It's not confirmed, at least. Stain pulls out his blades and comes at Killua, with Killua quickly dodging him, with him just knowing no real threat, and using whirlwind to shock him in the chest with electricity, stopping his heart for a moment, seizing all of his functions. This is when Midoriya comes racing down the alleyway. At this point, Ida has lost consciousness. Midoriya doesn't know the situation that's going on at this point. He thinks that this kid is a villain. He's holding this man by his neck, and his hands look sort of muscular. You know that thing Killua does where he sharpens his fingernails and his hands look incredibly muscular, and he just gives off the vibe of a villain. So Midoriya doesn't take any time using his shoot style to come at him, sending a kick toward Killua's head, with him blocking the attack. Another annoying person getting in his way. He grabs him by the leg and slams him into the building. This doesn't stop Midoriya. He uses his shoot style to come at Killua with a flurry of kicks. Killua at this point is out of aura, seeing as he's raced around the entire city looking for a safe place to put Alaka, causing him to use the majority of his aura. He's quite tired, but Midoriya is not a real challenge for him, seeing how his base training makes him leagues above Midoriya, in combat skill as well as power. Midoriya comes for another attack. However, Killua with his nails cuts Midoriya on the side, causing him to fall. Upon receiving this attack, Todoroki comes. Yeah, they're just going to gang up on. Well, they're going to try a gang up on Killua. Todoroki uses his flames to try and stop Killua. However, Killua sees this coming, how he is ever observant of his surroundings, dodging this attack, but causing damage to the alley behind him. Killua's had enough of this, and he uses his training to blend into the shadows. Todoroki doesn't know what's happening. He's completely lost sight of Killua. However, Killua, being an assassin at heart, comes from the shadows, ready to slit Todoroki's throat. However, he decides not to, because seeing as they're just children and he doesn't have such a bleak outlook on life as he did before he met Gon, so he just knocks him out. We cut to Endeavor, who was aroused by the sound of fighting coming from that alleyway, and quite a high level one at that. A flying Nomu passes by him. Right when he's about to dispose of this creature, it passes him and goes toward a boy, a young looking boy. Endeavor goes to try and save him. However, as soon as the creature gets close, the boy swipes his hand, causing the creature's head to disappear. Endeavor's stunned. Then he sees the splatter of blood on the kid's left side, as well as his hand covered in blood. Endeavor seeing this and seeing the vibe that Killua gives off, because Killua's not having any of their shit at this point. He's tired. He doesn't know where he is. He just wants to get back to his sister and or brother and leave this wretched, dirty, evil city, seeing as everything's trying to mess with him at this point. So he doesn't seem like the nicest person at this point. Never gets ready, but again, this kid's coming after him. However, Killua just keeps walking. Him in a daze because how low he is on Nen, as well as the unbelievable amount of rage he's feeling at this point. He's not really focused on anything but his sibling and leaving. Endeavor keeps walking, seeing how strange that child is. Then he looks down the alley that the kid came from, finding all these beaten heroes, his son included. He quickly backtracks, attacking Killua without a second thought. Killua, with a mix of whirlwind with the remaining amount of Nen he has, as well as Godspeed, he kicks Endeavor inside the chest, causing him to cough up blood, and he goes for a second swipe at Endeavor's neck, hoping to slit his throat. However, he's unsuccessful, only grazing it, however, causing quite the serious injury anyway. And he runs past, because he's not inside a good state right now, so he shouldn't be fighting. He grabs Aluka and makes his way to a building top, looking around, wondering what's happening. How did he get here? And how can he get back to where he came from? That's the end of this part. I'd like to ask you to like and subscribe. This was a fun little what if. It was fun. It was either this one or what if Deku had Killua's powers, but I felt like this one would be more interesting, so I started this one. So like, subscribe, tell me how you feel, tell your friends. Goodbye. And my phone just buzzed. Okay guys, see you later.